this water to your child to drink.
The intensive use of chemical fertilizers uses polluted waters, and the magnitude of pollution can even be seen from space.
Do you know any good solution for this problem? We have the honor to introduce you a startup which could be the solution.
Keep in mind, greener than grass, it's a green liquid fertilizer concentrate which is made only from natural ingredients and can replace the chemical fertilizers.
We are 4 individuals living in Diószeg, Hungary and in Goričko, Slovenia.
Yeah, Gabriela is a lawyer and a natural healer. Károly is a graphic designer and photographer.
And Emőke is a pastor and a doula, and Tamás is also a pastor and a mechanical technician.
We want to sell green liquid fertilizer concentrate to flower growers in the Netherlands as beachhead market for 38.5 euros per liter.
And we also sell a byproduct, growing blocks for seedlings on the same beachhead market for 10 cents per block.
Flower growing fertilizing costs a lot. If you use chemical fertilizers, it can cost for about 24,000 euros per hectare per year.
With greener than grass fertilizer, to reach the same effect, this would be only around 14,000 euros per hectare per year.
Is this true? Those are pretty amazing numbers.
It's true.
Yes,
we
it's
talk
true.
to flower growers.
Okay.
And
Yes.
you can spare the additional cost of unsustainability with chemicals.
As raw material, we use grass and weed, which would be handled as waste.
And our product would be organic,
Easy to use
complex.
and concentrate. We don't sell water.
The byproduct is a growing block, green growing block for seedlings.
It's organic, easy to use, and cheaper than other growing blocks on the market.
The climate impact, the United Nations Environment Program studies show that to produce 1 kilogram of chemical fertilizers produces more than 2 kilograms of greenhouse gas.
Yes, but the greener than grass, the production of the greener than grass fertilizer would be result nearly zero greenhouse gas.
Okay, so our financials for the first year, our total margin is almost 370 euros per year, which comes from the margin production of liquid fertilizer and from the blocks together.
And we calculated around 31 euro margin per product. And in the Netherlands there is 6,000 hectares in field used for flower growing, and we aim the 0.5% of the market, and with this we can sell more than 10,000 liters per year.
And with the same, we could sell 750,000 blocks to the same market.
With 4% margin per product. And for the 5th year we calculated more than 5.5 million euros. The margin per product would be more due to the mass of production.
Yeah, and we plan to plant an operational station in Colombia, which is the second biggest flower growing country in the world, to reach the overseas market.
And with this we aim to reach the 2.3% of the whole flower growing industry in the world.
Okay, we don't stop here.
Because our goal is to make a radical change in horticulture and then in long term in the whole agriculture and eliminate the use of chemicals.
That's all.
Thank you.
It's like
my birthday. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's true from a presentation point of view. You have a steady voice, so TG was energetic, you were less energetic. But the product on the whole is much more energetic than anything I've seen today. Before you did, I think you did everything what we wanted you to do. We met like 2 weeks ago, yes, or a week ago.
Something like that, yeah.
And you were always asking these questions, and you got the answers, and so very well done. I would love to see if it really works, and if some laboratories would really give a sign off on the effectiveness and all the details of your fertilizer. And I know that you contacted a Dutch flower growing.
Dutch, but yes, a Hungarian.
A Hungarian
and,
flower
yeah.
growing farm and horticulture farm, and you get a good information from them, so you know all the numbers.
Yeah.
I know it from our meetings that these are valid numbers, so it's nothing about blowing a bubble on the sky, but it's so congratulations. I really like it.
Yeah, I can only say the same. Very impressive and very surprising given what I saw a number of weeks ago. And a few tweaks. I mean, you're still sighing when you're presenting,
Okay.
so that's a shame because it's not necessary, and it sort of, the energy flows away. Just a minor point. A few things where you can even improve it. I mean, yes, it's finished, but now you can make it. You can put it to the next level. I mean, you probably noticed I was pleasantly surprised with the pain you solve. So, if those numbers are true, show us a source or something. And now I understand you have a source. Because those are really interesting numbers, and I mean, flower growers are in a low margin business, I believe. So if you can save that much money on an annual basis, pretty good. So just mention somewhere that it's
Okay.
so that's easy. The other thing is you have a really high margin per product. Can you take it one level deeper? So I would be interested in the cost of sales, just as a bonus, because margin per product is nice, but it's how much does it cost to make? Well, probably not a lot because it's old grass, right?
Yeah.
And you do something with it. So, but the cost of sales would be interesting. So just one or two levels deeper, if possible, would be great.
Okay.
Those are my only, but these are add-ons, so very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you again, it's a really good presentation. Why just flowers?
We choose the flower growing industry as beachhead market because it's a they use a lot of fertilizer, much more than any other field of the agriculture. And it's good to start, but later on our goal is to sell it to other parts of the agriculture as well. But for the first we just calculated with the flower growers.
Put this up because this is really interesting information. Why you choose this segment? And if you say they use the most fertilizer,
Yeah.
cool,
Okay.
excellent. So
We can reach the other parts of
Other
the markets from
segments,
them.
yeah.
yeah, but
That was a goal.
it's nice to know when you are.
Yeah, I think on the first meeting after the boot camp we were discussing about whether to go and attack the traditional agriculture or the flower flower growers, and we picked flower growers because it has a less hurt on the chemical industry, because otherwise you will face, if you tackle the problem of the traditional agriculture, you will face massive problems and because opponents.
Okay.
So you will definitely not be able to enter the market.
Okay.
And flower growers, they have like 2-3 hectares, so small size but very intensive fertilizing. So their annual use is much lower than, for instance, a mid-sized agriculture company with 1,500 hectares. They need much more significant amount of
different
fertilizer.
data. So in small fields they use more fertilizer than the traditional agriculture.
So
Yeah.
it's just
I'm
like a
thinking
long-term thinking.
No, it's nice because that would mean that this market is unattractive to the big players,
Yeah.
and that you can put that up as one of your competitive advantages. That you pick a niche market unattractive to others.
And margins in traditional, so in crop and in seeds is very sexy, or very sexy. Margins are very sexy.
Always.
I mean, yeah, in the field of crop, so you can make on 1 hectare 1,200, 1,500 euros per year, which is very good.
Sorry, just a random thought. What we often do in the Netherlands is we relate the savings you make to the overall profitability of a flower grower. So you see, is it 1% or is it 10% or is it 50% or something? Because I promise you, if you go to Valencia, you will get that question. How big is it on the total?
Okay.
And you probably have the numbers somewhere, but it helps you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Further questions?
Well done.